What's good? It's your boy Micah back at it with another video. Excuse the bullshit in the back seat. Gotta clean out my fucking shit. But I am here today to present to you another video about a different topic in necromancy and black magic, which is morality. Now, oftentimes in the LHP and in the occult community in general, you're going to hear that black magic basically has no morality. It has no moral code, ethics to abide by, all this other kind of shit, which is partially true. But there's another side to it that especially beginning necromancers got to understand. Let me break it down for you after this quick puff. So, let's say you walk the path of black magic. You're working with demons of any culture, denomination, whatever. You start gaining power. You start learning how to do baneful magic. You throw curses on enemies and all this other kind of shit. You're feeling pretty good. You're gaining power. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. At a certain point, there comes a fine line in what you are allowed to do and what you are not allowed to do based on universal principles. What I mean is, you are allowed to throw curses, hexes, death spells, you know what I'm saying, bindings, manipulation, all that shit on those who have actually done shit to you and who are actively preying on your downfall, i.e., enemies. But you can't go around like some people in the occult community and be throwing hexes and starting shit on people who ain't did nothing to you. That's when the whole threefold law, karma, and all the other kind of shit comes back to kick you in the ass because it's uncalled for. You see what I'm saying? So there is morality there. Now, specifically for us necromancers, there is a reason why we have the reputation that we have as being evil as fuck. Because at certain points, we do evil as fuck shit. For example, digging up the grave of a child who freaking died before the age of 7 and using the fucking bones in a ritual. Using a fetus to form a consecrated talisman that brings you wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Don't believe me? Go ask the Thai black monks over in Thailand about Kuman thongs or ghost babies. You can look it up on Google. They do the exact same shit. You know what I'm saying? So these works are perceived by the majority of the world and society as evil and forbidden or taboo. But we do it. You know what I'm saying? And so the most important thing is that with no forbidden work or spell, do you see a lack of purpose, true, genuine purpose? Meaning if you're doing this shit, it's got to be for a good reason. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is also where the opposite side comes in, because you have some people who like to fuck around with spells, black magic, all this other kind of shit out of jealousy, envy, strife, wanting to be somebody, wanting to copy somebody's energy, and all this other kind of shit. And when they attempt these same baneful, evil works, it destroys them. It fucking destroys them completely. Mind, body, spirit, all that. Because they're using fucked up reasons to execute the work. Now, let me explain this. When it comes to your magic, your necromancy and black magic, your source that you call upon in order to execute it is something of great importance. For example, you have some people that call themselves dabbling into black magic and they start making pacts with demonic entities. Well, because they have not taken the time to meditate, do the basic foundational work to discern spirits and make sure, hey, this is an actual demon I'm calling upon, like one of the demonic kings, archdemon, etc. They end up pacting with something that could potentially just be a wandering spirit or a ghost. And they get these powers that fuel their spell work. However, it's at the cost of their life essence or their life force or whatever you want to call it, which quickens their destruction. Now, there is a way you can do the same thing in necromancy, but you actually connect to a true sorceress current. And you also find ways to counterbalance the negative effects of what you're doing. I remember I made a video not too long ago about counterbalancing the effects of your practice. Let's say you're doing necromancy, death meditation every day, you're feeling drained, balance it out with attuning to nature and the elements, because that is a part of your being. Work on your chakras. That way you don't have that weakness anymore, or at least it's mitigated enough to where it doesn't impose a hindrance to your work. You see what I'm saying? So make sure in your practice, whether you work with Santísima Muerte, the goddess Hel in Norse tradition, any death god, death goddess, whatever, make sure you can discern spirits enough. That way you're not fucking your own self over and you're connecting to either a parasitic current of sorcery, because they do exist, or you're connecting to some other kind of polluted bullshit, because it's only going to weaken you in the end and cause your own downfall. Now, let me expand real briefly upon what I just said about parasitic currents. From personal experience, I've encountered idiots who, instead of choosing to work with a god, a pantheon, an actual demon, spirit, angel even, or whatever, they choose to work with parasites, beings that have no capability of sustaining their own life force. Therefore, they need to vampirize off of somebody else's negativity in order to survive. This is not the same thing as vampirism, like true magical vampirism. In that case, you're just siphoning off of somebody's life essence and blood essence in different cases through magic to strengthen yourself. You store the energy, cycle it, metabolize it, you get stronger, that kind of thing. Your senses enhance. With the parasitic current, it's not the same at all. So you can have people that pact with these parasitic entities, and some of them can gain extreme degrees of power and abilities, extreme clairvoyance, being able to hear conversations even though you're nowhere near the source of the conversation, hearing it psychically, all this other kind of shit. I've encountered and dealt with people who have fucking had that kind of thing happen to them. And one thing I had to learn, which I'm passing on to my students, all parasites are not created equal, meaning all of them are not weak. You have some parasites that manage to survive just enough to gain power equivalent to a god. And they exist out there, and they are very tough to get rid of. Not impossible, but very tough. So be careful of that shit. With that being said, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to conclude the video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. You know what I'm saying? If you need ritual work, mentorship, whatever it may be, hit me up on my email, Discord link. It'll be in the description. We can get that shit squared away. So, till next time, peace.